I hope you are ready for an adventure because today we have kings and wars and battles and fighting and hostages and rescues. And that is the story that we hear about today as Abram rescues Lot, which means there is no time to delay. So it is time for another Sketchbook Bible story. Genesis 14. Abram saves Lot. At that time, Amraphel was the king of Babylonia. Arioch was the king of Elazar. Kedorlaomer was the king of Elam. And Tidal was the king of Goyim. They went to war against 5 kings. The kings were Bera, king of Sodom, Bersha, king of Gomorrah, Shinab, king of Admah, Shemeber, king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela. Bela was also called Zor. Those 5 kings all gathered their armies together in the valley of Siddim. It was the valley of the Dead Sea. For 12 years they had been under the rule of Kedorlaomer, but in the 13th year they opposed him. In the 14th year, Kedorlaomer and the kings who helped him went to war. They won the battle against the Raphaites in Ashtaroth Karnaim. They also won the battle against the Zuzites in Ham and the Emites in Sheveh Kiriathaim. They did the same thing to the Horites in the hill country of Seir. They marched all the way to El Paran near the desert. Then they turned back. They went to En Mishpat, and Mishpat was also called Kadesh. They took over the whole territory of the Amalekites. They also won the battle against the Amorites who were living in Hazazon Tamar. Then the king of Sodom and the king of Gomorrah marched out. The kings of Admah, Zeboim, and Bela went with them. They lined up their armies for a battle in the valley of Siddim. They got ready to fight against Kedorlaomer, king of Elam, Tidal, king of Goyim, Amraphel, king of Babylonia, and Arioch, king of Elazar. There were 4 kings against 5. The valley of Siddim was full of tar pits. The kings of Sodom and Gomorrah ran away from the battle. Some of their men fell into the pits. The rest escaped to the hills. The 4 kings took all of the things that belonged to Sodom and Gomorrah. They also took all their food. Then they went away. They carried away Lot, Abram's nephew, and the things he owned. Lot was living in Sodom at that time. One man escaped. He came and reported everything to Abram. Abram was a Hebrew. He was living near the large trees of Mamre, the Amorite. Mamre was a brother of Eshcol and Aner. All of them helped Abram. Abram heard that Lot had been captured, so he called his 318 trained men. All of them were sons of his servants. They chased the enemy as far as Dan. During the night, Abram separated his men into groups. They attacked the enemy and drove them away. They chased them north of Damascus as far as Hobah. Abram took back all the things the kings had taken. He brought back his nephew Lot and the things that Lot owned. He also brought back the women and the other people. After Abram won the battle over Kedorlaomer and the kings who helped him, he returned. The king of Sodom came out to meet him in the valley of Sheva. The valley of Sheva was also called the King's Valley. Melchizedek was the king of Jerusalem. He brought out bread and wine. He was the priest of God Most High. He gave a blessing to Abram. He said, "May God Most High bless Abram. May the Creator of heaven and earth bless him. Give praise to God Most High. He gave your enemies into your hand." Then Abram gave Melchizedek a tenth of everything. The king of Sodom said to Abram, "Give me the people. Keep everything else for yourself." But Abram said to the king of Sodom, "I have raised my hand to the Lord. He is the God Most High. He is the Creator of heaven and earth. I have taken an oath. I have said that I won't accept anything that belongs to you. I won't even take a thread or the strap of a sandal. You will never be able to say, 'I made Abram rich.' I'll only accept what my men have eaten and what belongs to Aner, Eshcol, and Mamre. Those 3 men went with me. Let them have their share." And just like that, Abram takes his own army, defeats a king, brings Lot back home safe, and saves the day. Hey, I hope you enjoyed today's story. If you did, please consider sharing it with anyone that you can so that we can all go on this journey through the Bible together. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.